game's been changed. No more guessing, no more pain. Lead capture pages, they work like a dream. Sales pages shining, building my team. Aiyva's on the line, she's working non-stop. The resident AI, she's calling the shots. She makes the calls, qualifies with ease. Sends the text, keeps me feeling stress-free. Schedules the hot leads right on my list. With Networker Central, I never miss. Building my team with ease. With Networker Central, it's always a breeze. CRM's got my leads all in place. Notes on the convo, I'm saving the space. Score the leads right, knowing who's hot and who's cold. This ain't old school, this is knowing who's hot and who's cold. Building my team with ease. With Networker Central, it's always a breeze. CRM's got my leads all in place. Notes on the convo, I'm saving the space. Score the leads right, knowing who's hot and who's cold. This ain't old school, this is next level gold. No more chasing, no more stress. Aiyva's got them lined up, only talk to the best. No more wasted time, no regrets. Building my empire without the BS. Aiyva's on the line, she's working non-stop. The resident AI, she's calling the shots. She makes the calls, qualifies with ease. Sends the text, keeps me feeling stress-free. Schedules the hot leads right on my list. With Networker Central, I never miss. Building my team with ease. With Networker Central, it's always a breeze. Networker Central, the future is here. Making connections, my vision is clear. Time is my money, and I make it invest. Now I work smart and forget all the rest.
Hello, this is Scott.
I used to chase leads, dialing all day. Getting ghosted, here and not today. Wasting my time on the wrong kind of call. But now I got Aiyva, yeah, she handles it all. Networker Central, the game's been changed. No more guessing, no more pain. Lead capture pages, they work like a dream. Sales pages shining, building my team. Aiyva's on the line, she's working non-stop. The resident AI, she's calling the shots. She makes the calls, qualifies with ease. Sends the text, keeps me feeling stress-free. Schedules the hot leads right on my list. With Networker Central, I never miss. Building my team with ease. With Networker Central, it's always a breeze.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to our Networker Central Wednesday evening call. Thanks for joining us. I'm Heidi, and I'm one of the co-founders of Networker Central. Anyways, I want to give it again a shout out to Brian Kiplinger for doing this song for us. Isn't it great? Keep it up. I love it. It's amazing what AI can do. And tonight we are actually doing this live. So if you haven't done so already, could you go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Networker Central and join and like us? Because if you missed this call, you can go to our Facebook page and watch it there. and or you can send the link to somebody and share it. So please, if you haven't done so already, we are doing this live, so go to our Facebook page and join and like us. And since we're on live, we are going to be doing again our questions and answers at the end of this call. So there's a Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. So anytime during this webinar, if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to write them down, and Dennis and I will be answering them best we can. But if for some unforeseen reason the answers are not answered, or if you have any questions after this webinar, please do not hesitate to reach out to our amazing support team. And their business hours are 8:30 to 4:30, Monday to Friday, and we're on Pacific Standard Time because we're Arizona. So tonight, I have the pleasure of welcoming my husband, Dennis Seifert, and he's the CEO and founder of Networker Central, and he'll be going over all the highlights of our system and over our AI virtual assistant, Aiyva. I hope you're all enjoying her. And actually, I've been working on a campaign that we'll be featuring tonight, so Dennis will be going over that also. So please join me in welcoming Dennis Seifert. And stay on after the call because we'll be answering the questions live.
Hey, hopefully you can hear me okay there. I'm getting an internet unstable message. So if I miss this, Heidi, you're going to have to jump in. But can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, Heidi, and welcome everybody joining us. I can't believe it's already April. Crazy how fast time is flying here. We're super excited at everything going on here at Networker Central. Got some cool new things to show you today. I missed Heidi's intro there, so I'm not sure she mentioned it, but she's put some work in. Heidi's becoming a total AI expert herself. We're going to be introducing some new verticals coming out, and we're going to demo some of those calls for you today, so you can see how Networker Central is moving fast outside of the direct sales industry as well, so you can introduce it to other business owners. But hey, let's jump in here. I'll share my screen, and Heidi, jump back on near the end, and we can talk about the questions and answers. So yeah, who is at Networker Central? Again, my name is Dennis Seifert. Me and Heidi, we started this company 20 odd years ago, but really we've got over 25 years involved in the network marketing industry. We've worked on the corporate side. We've worked in the field like many of you, but for the last 20 plus years, we've been working with Networker Central with responsive data, building systems like Networker Central. Over the years, it's mainly been large platforms for some of the $100 million, billion-dollar companies that you see out there today. And we still do. We still provide a lot of systems and mobile apps for the industry. But for the last couple of years, we've really put all our energy into Networker Central, building this all-in-one digital marketing platform so that anybody, doesn't matter what company you're with, you can use this platform to grow and duplicate your organization. Like I said, we've started in the network marketing industry because that's what we know about. That's what we've been involved in for so long. But as you're going to see today, this is the beginning of where Networker Central is going into an application that will work for any business. Doesn't matter if you're a realtor, if you're a mortgage broker, if you've got a traditional brick and mortar business, you'll be able to use Networker Central. And we're transitioning some of the things and creating new features for all these different verticals as well. So really cool. But for those of you in network marketing, the coolest thing we developed was something called team sharing. And this just allows you to really just build a completely duplicatable platform. So from sales funnels and email autoresponders and everything that you build and you're successful and you want to duplicate it out to your entire organization, you can literally do it with a click of a button with our team sharing functionality. So that's super cool, and we're excited about that. But I know most of you today, you're on here, you've heard about our AI voice assistant, and that's what we're going to be covering a bit today. We'll glaze over some of the rest, but let's show you the exciting stuff, what's going on with AI. So, it is a complete digital marketing platform powered by AI. We've got the latest technologies in here. We're integrated with OpenAI, so there are integrations in there. You can use it just like you could with ChatGPT for text functions and helping write content, etc. But you can see the voice stuff is where today it's going. But you're going to see here everything you need to run, duplicate, and grow your business. It's got everything. It's got a contact manager, CRM. It's got replicated pages, about 30 different designs for just about every vertical in network marketing. And like I said, there's going to be more templates and more stuff coming out for the different verticals as we continue to expand as well. But what most people are doing is they're using our website builder. They're building out their own sales funnels, whether it's a simple landing page, capturing their information, or a more elaborate sales funnel, maybe going through 3 or 4 steps, putting in their contact information, going to a short video, maybe going to a longer qualifying video, and then scheduling themselves into your calendar. You can do that throughout our website builder. You can build multiple sales funnels. Whether it's just one business, maybe you're promoting the business opportunity as well as the product line, or you could be promoting multiple businesses as well. And you can do that all from one place here with this platform. There's a built-in email autoresponder platform as well. So you don't have to buy any additional service. There's a lot of companies out there. Sure, they offer email services, but you got to plug in, you got to pay additional credits over at Mailgun or Cinch or one of these companies. Here it's all included. You can build the same full HTML autoresponder sequences to drip on your prospects for up to 2 years, and it's all built right into the platform. There's a media library for storing all your images and videos and content and training materials. There's templates and scripts, so you're not rewriting the same stuff over and over again. Doesn't matter how you communicate. If you're using text messages, you're using emails, you're using, I don't know, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, whatever communication tool you've got, you can use these scripts and the mobile app to instantly pre-populate those messages and send them out to your contacts. Again, the team sharing, this thing is the bomb. This is like, once you get this thing set up and you want to grow your team, you can do it here. And it doesn't matter if it's you and a couple teammates. Maybe you got 20 on your team. Maybe you have 10,000 on your team. This function, it works seamlessly. And we've done it with really large teams where you can build out a sales funnel, autoresponders, training materials, scripts, everything you can imagine that you see here. It can all be bundled up into a team share. And just by sharing that code with your organization, they have access to all your pre-done materials. But I know some other companies have tried to do this, and what they're doing is they're just sharing templates, and people have to go in and they have to update their URLs and update all their links and do all this. You don't have to do that here. We've built this system of variables and bookmarks where if you build it correctly, and we can show you how, that when your team members join, they'll just be prompted for a few things, maybe their company username or shopping ID, whatever it is that's unique to your system, and that'll automatically pre-populate and build all these sites and emails and everything for them. So it's super easy to use. And what I like too is when there's changes. Okay, you're not going, there's a compliance change. You don't have to go down the line and get everyone to update an email or update a PDF or update, the video that's showing on their landing page. You just make the changes at the master account, hit enter, and it will propagate to everybody in your organization seamlessly. So super cool. Lead generation and traffic, another key thing. A lot of people get started in here like, okay, I love this, but I don't have any contacts. I've already burned through my warm market. Don't worry about that. We've got integrated lead generation services, whether it's leads or what we recommend is traffic by quality BizOps seekers. They'll click through right to your website, generating yourself an exclusive lead about your particular opportunity. And like I mentioned, it's all available on a mobile app. You can take it on the go anywhere. So we're going to show you on the desktop application today because I kind of work all day in front of a computer, but I know that, most network marketers, you get in there, build your sites, build your materials, but then your day-to-day prospecting, yeah, you can do it from your phone. In fact, more than 80% of our users log in on a daily basis just from their phone, and they're able to do the majority of their business activities. So this is Aiyva. She is our AI virtual assistant, but over the last month, she has become more than that. She is now our AI voice assistant. Going back to when we launched Aiyva, which is just over a year ago, technology in AI was really it was limited to helping write content. It's really good with subject lines, writing email content, helping build websites. I mean, there's complete companies that are based just on rewriting content. I can think of one right now where literally just helps you write social media posts, or rewrite someone else's post. If you're looking to do that, you can use our existing AI functionalities for that. We're integrated with OpenAI, ChatGPT for Omni. So it's the same as the paid version, but it's included in the platform. But what we're really excited about is beyond that, more than just writing content, building websites, writing social media posts. Aiyva can now physically call your leads. She can call your prospects, introduce you, edify you and your company. She can confirm and validate their interest. She can even qualify them. And then if you want, you can even pick a campaign where she can text a link to your website. And this can be an initial response, or we have campaigns designed to re-engage someone and take them back to your website. And you can do that through texting them a link. And what's cool is that link is actually it's it's trackable. So if you send that link out to them, or Aiyva sends that link out to them, you're going to get a push notification when your prospect clicks on that link, and you'll be able to see everything that they do from visiting the website, watching the video. All those analytics are going to be in your CRM. And again, this one, we're seeing more and more and more people using this. It seems to be it's scheduling an appointment in your calendar. Probably the most used sales funnel strategy we've got that we're seeing across the board is where you build a sales funnel where the prospect comes in, maybe enters their name, email, phone, maybe they watch a short 6 or 7 minute video, and then they schedule whatever you want to call it, a strategy session, a discovery call. And you can have Aiyva literally schedule them into your calendar. I'm going to play a demo call after that'll show that so you can see it. But really cool. You can have her physically making appointments for you in the calendar. It's fantastic. So if you haven't heard before, I'm going to play a couple samples. I'm going to play one because we are talking about network marketing and business opportunities. So the first one is going to be about that, and then on the next one, I'm going to show you we've done this now in another vertical, and there's more verticals coming out. I'll just let you guys hear it, but here's the first one here. Someone inquiring about a business opportunity, and Aiyva is going to send them a link back to their website. And this is one you can use it on an initial response. This is also really good if someone's come through your site. Maybe the presentation's 20 minutes, but you can see maybe they got distracted after a minute or two, and you want to get them back over to finish the video. This is a great campaign for that. Let's have a listen.
Hello.
Hi, Caitlin. This is Aiyva, the virtual assistant from Networker Central, calling on behalf of Jeremy Miller from the Freedom team. Before we get started, I need to mention that all calls may be recorded for quality assurance. With that out of the way, I see you recently visited Jeremy's website about attaining financial freedom, and I just wanted to follow up to see what you thought of that powerful information. Do you recall watching the videos?
Yes, I do.
That's great to hear. You likely visited the site in response to an ad about working from home. To better understand your situation, are you currently working right now?
Yes, I am.
Thanks for sharing that. Are you looking for something part-time or full-time?
Part-time.
Got it. One last question. What is your primary reason for looking to start something right now? Is it mainly for extra money, or is there something more driving your interest?
Definitely I could use some extra money.
Caitlin, you sound like a perfect candidate for this opportunity. What I would highly recommend is that you go back to the site at freedom100.com and watch everything through to the end. That way you'll get a full understanding of how this remarkable opportunity can help you reach your goals. Do I have your permission to text you the link?
Yes, you do.
Perfect. The website address is freedom100.com. I've just texted it over to you as well. Were you able to pull up the website okay?
Yep, it did. I got it.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Caitlin. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Would it be okay if Jeremy follows up with you after you've reviewed the site to answer any questions?
Sure, yeah, that'd be great.
Wonderful. Now, one last thing. What time works best for you? Mornings, afternoons, or in the evening?
Evenings would be best.
Great. I'll pass that along to Jeremy. Thanks so much for your time, Caitlin. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Bye for now.
Bye.
So as you can see, introduced Jeremy, mentioned his company name, asked some qualifying questions. So you get a little bit of information on what they're looking for in a business, and finding out a really good time to follow up. In addition, mentioning the website multiple times, shooting a text, doing all the groundwork for you. It's pretty easy. Now, in this example, we've got other examples we may have played in the past. Aiyva's trained to handle a lot of just standard questions and off questions people ask. They'll be like, hey, is this a job? Does this cost any money? Is this a scam? Any of those types of things. We've got Aiyva pre-programmed to handle just about everything. And in fact, like I said, it is using OpenAI and technologies associated with that. So totally off-topic things. If someone asked her about the football game, whatever, she'd know. I mean, it's pretty crazy what's going on. But we try to circle back, keep her engaged in what the conversation is, and she does a wonderful job. Let's hear another one. This I'm excited about. We are, like I said, we're moving into some different verticals, into real estate, insurance, just all different stuff, solar, you name it. We're going to have campaigns in all of these verticals over the next couple of weeks. If you have any suggestions, if there's a business that you want to target that you would like to see campaigns in, definitely reach out to us. Throw them into the chat or the Q&A button there, and we'll take those into consideration. As long as there's a big enough demand, we're going to keep doing it. But here, let's have a listen here to see how it would work for someone who is a life insurance agent and someone requested a quote. So let's have a listen.
Hello.
Hi, Roger. This is Aiyva, the virtual assistant from Networker Central, calling on behalf of Brad Forrester from Life Solutions. I wanted to first thank you for visiting our website and requesting information about life insurance. Before we continue, I need to mention that all calls may be recorded for quality assurance. With that out of the way, I just wanted to confirm, are you still exploring life insurance options right now?
Oh, yes, I am.
That's great to hear, Roger. Are you looking for coverage just for yourself or also for someone else like a spouse or family member?
Possibly for my wife as well.
Thanks for that, Roger. What prompted you to start looking into life insurance recently?
Just want to make sure we've got everything covered in case something happens, just for the kids.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. One last question. Would you say you're most interested in general life insurance, final expense coverage, or mortgage protection?
I've been looking for a term policy, maybe something in the 15 to 20-year range.
Roger, it sounds like you're a great fit to speak with Brad. The next step is to coordinate a quick call with him who can walk through options with you and answer any questions. Can I text you over a link to Brad's calendar where you can select a time?
Sure, send it over.
Perfect. Let me send that to you right now. Okay, sent. You should have that any moment. Were you able to pull up the website okay?
Yeah, text came right through. I'm just on the website now.
Great. Take a moment now to select an appointment that works for you. I can stand by while you do that. Just let me know when you're done and what date and time you selected.
Okay, just give me a moment.
Absolutely. Take your time. I'm here when you're ready.
Okay, all set. My scheduled appointment for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Thank you so much for your time today, Roger. It was a pleasure speaking with you. I'll let Brad know we spoke and that you are in the calendar for tomorrow at 10 a.m. You have yourself an amazing day.
You too. Thank you.
Goodbye, Roger. Take care.
So as you can see, I mean, this can be trained, Aiyva can be trained in just about everything. And just like we've done on the business opportunity side, if you're promoting life insurance and she's asking like, hey, will it cover me if I've got cancer? Or how much is this policy going to be per month? All the answers are trained into there. She's very polite, gets them back to, to Brad, the licensed insurance agent that is going to be able to handle all their questions. So as you can see, we've got these modeled out. We're working with individuals in each of these industries to find out, what questions they would want to ask. And again, as this gets out there and as we have more people in these different verticals, we can make adjustments to these campaigns to make them more relevant. But this, we're going to talk about it in a little bit here, is our affiliate program. And if you're looking to promote this is just opens it up. I mean, there are tons of people in the direct selling, network marketing, MLM industry that would be interested in what we have. But tapping into the other 35 million business owners that do everything. Like I said, whether it's insurance, whether it's real estate, whether it's healthcare, maybe they own a chiropractor shop, or maybe they own a nail salon. There's so many reasons that they could use our platform, and we're going to build campaigns so you can introduce this platform to anyone and really start to expand the business. So just keep your mind open there. And if you do see, maybe you have a business owner in a particular vertical and you don't see it in the list yet, definitely reach out and we'll keep adding and making these things possible. But now on the back end, when you log into Networker Central and you go to the voice assistant area, this one here has got quite a bit of activity. You can see I'm connected to like 7 or 8 different campaigns. If it's your first time getting here, this left side is going to be blank, and you're just going to see a button here to add a campaign. So you can select the campaign, and then from the drop down, you can select the vertical that you're involved in, whether it's business opportunity, and then from there, it'll show the list of campaigns. We have English campaigns. We're working on other languages as well, Spanish and French. So there will be different language options as well that you can pick. But basically, you just pick the campaign you want, and you can listen to a demo call just like we played there. If you're not sure, there's a description of the campaign and it'll tell you a little bit about it, and then there'll be a play button so you can play it as well. So you'll go through and you're like, yeah, that's the one I want. I wanted that one that's scheduled in the calendar, or I don't have a calendar, I want that other one that just shoots a text. There's all different versions. Something's going to work for what you're doing. And then once you're in here, there's a settings and variables area where you can control whatever the campaign variables are. You can see here, it wants your name, first name, last name, your company or team name. This one is with the calendar. It's got the calendar link and how to pronounce that. So you can see here, meetwithjacksonmiller.com. Nice and simple for Aiyva to say. I have to keep reminding people this. Don't buy stupid domains. I've looked at some really bad domains today, and I'm like, you can't even pronounce that. How do you expect Aiyva is going to pronounce it? So if you don't already have a good domain, you can buy it right from within the system. We're integrated with GoDaddy, or just go to GoDaddy. You can get yourself a domain. But a nice 2 or 3 word domain, something simple and easy to say, would be great. Even with these calendars, don't go to calendly.com/?equals. No one's ever going to be able to get that. Okay. And again, she is texting a link, but at the same time, some people aren't. They're like, hey, I just want to pull it up. What's the website address? So just buy a cheap $20 domain and forward it there. Okay. And then from there, how do we actually initiate a campaign? There's a few ways, but the most common way is to trigger it with one of your websites or sales funnels. So every website, this is your default website, but down below on the page, you can do this with any of the pages. You can have one site going to one campaign. You can have another site going to another campaign, another one going to another campaign. It's literally endless in here. But as you can see down at the bottom, within these pages, you can have it automatically assign the prospect to an email autoresponder campaign when they come through, and you can also automatically assign them them to a voice assistant campaign. So we're talking voice assistant. So from this drop down, you would just select the campaign that you want to tag, and then you can set a delay. And the reason for the delay is, do you want it to call instantly? Maybe you do. Just leave it at 0 if you want it to call right away. But more commonly, I would say, there's a little process, right? You got your sales funnel. Maybe you want them to go through this 3-minute video, then the 12-minute video, and maybe they go all the way through to your shopping cart and you get some automated enrollments. Why wreck that, right? Let the process happen. So if your regular process generates the odd sale automatically at 23 minutes, well, then set the delay to 24 minutes. If your process is a little shorter, maybe you've only got a 3-minute video and a few minutes to schedule it to a calendar, maybe you set that out 7 minutes. It's completely customizable, but whatever you set, it'll trigger it, and that's when the campaign will begin. And what happens once someone comes through and you get a new contact, you're going to get the notification like you normally do on your phone, push notification, you got a new prospect. But if you click through to the CRM, you'll now see new entries over here for Aiyva call. So there's an Aiyva call queue and Aiyva call result. If it's a brand new one coming through, you're going to see that it's in the queue. And then if you want, you can click into the queue and see what it is, right? So it's queued out for 7 minutes, or it's queued out for 23 minutes. And what's cool about that is, let's use that example where you've got that sales funnel. If you see that they come through and they automatically purchase your product online, you can click into the queue and actually cancel the call. So you're not duplicating it up. But if the sale doesn't happen automatically, have Aiyva follow up and continue the process. And then the top one, once the call's actually completed, you can click on the Aiyva call result button from within the CRM record, and you're going to see all the information you need on this contact. So which campaign, what time the call was, how long the call was. You can play the full recording, and that's super cool. It's right there. If you want to listen to it, go right ahead. If you've got a lot of contacts, though, like most of us here, we're using this next section a little bit more frequently. We're using AI to do a quick summary on the call. Like, first of all, what was the call success? Was there a live answer? Was it answered? Was it gone to a voicemail? How did it end? Was it positive, negative, neutral? All that information, we're using AI to summarize the call, as well as provide a full-on summary here. Just put it into like a short 2 to 3 sentence paragraph where you can see what happened. But if you want, we've got the whole transcript down there. You just scroll down, you can get, it's all time stamped, the whole transcript. You can see what's happening and everything that happened. So pretty cool. Now, Aiyva, we're using Aiyva with us because you're going to start, as you start talking about AI, voice assistants and stuff, Facebook and everybody's listening, you're probably going to see ads all over the place with different things. But the campaigns that are out there, we've been working on this for 18 months. So we know everybody in the space, and we kind of went in a different direction. What most companies are doing is they're selling anywhere from say $2,500 to $10,000, building out a custom campaign. Then they're charging a $500 a month, plus all the long distance, all the texting, all that, and they're going really granular, going after like the custom campaigns for a specific business. We thought we'd step back and do something that worked more for our industry, and what we found is other industries like this idea too. So what we've gone, instead of going full on custom campaigns and just charging massive setup fees, instead, what we've done was we've done these pre-done campaigns what's so great about this is that you don't even need to qualify to do it. In order to actually do outbound dialing, you have to buy a number, usually through a company called Twilio. You have to go through what's called an A2P application process. They're going to ask for your LLC documents. They're going to ask for your EIN number. And I know some of you are like, I don't have an LLC. I don't even have an EIN. Right. And that's the challenge with direct sales. Most people are just operating as a sole proprietor using their social security number, and that's not going to get you approved over at Twilio. But it's way beyond that. Even if you do have an LLC in that, they're going to want to see your website. They're going to see your privacy policy. They're going to want to see your terms and conditions. So they're going to want to see everything, your opt-out process. And then on top of it, they're going to look at your business model, and they frown upon direct selling. It's like, and some people have had a real challenge getting approved. So we thought we'd make this simpler. We've been around, we've been providers using telco services with Twilio and these other providers for 20 years. So no problem. We told them our use case, what we're doing. Aiyva is going to be making the calls, right? She's just following up on your behalf. So really, Networker Central, Aiyva, Responsive Data, we're the company that's got everything approved, and we're using predefined campaigns to reach out. So you don't have to buy any phone numbers. You don't have to go through any of that Twilio account setup, paying activation fees. You don't have to do the A2P application process. And you don't have all these incremental bills from 4 different places for usage, okay? Billing for every text message and long distance and whatever it is. We've just bundled it all up here. We've made it simple for you that you can literally sign up for a free trial and within 5 minutes, go through our setup wizard, set up your voice campaign, and have Aiyva dial you. It is that simple, okay? It's actually crazy how simple it is. And we handle all the compliance stuff too. And this is really important. TCPA lawsuits are massive. And this is the industry that governs automated AI calling and texting, not just automated AI stuff, just in general, all this stuff, or ringless voicemail, all these things. You got to be careful. You have to make sure the prospect has actually come through and agreed to the terms and conditions of your page. Let me just flip over so we can kind of see one here. Blah, blah, including artificial technology. So we've got everything in place. We've got the privacy policy is all written and working for you, compliant for all the providers. So everything's happening and it's already ready. But the bigger thing is we're also doing the unsubscribing policies that are required as well. So if one of your prospects replies stop, it's going to automatically unenroll them from the voice campaigns and mark them on your do not call list in your CRM. Same thing. We've programmed our AI prompts that if they, F you, Aiyva, get me off your list or whatever, we've got all the phrases already looking for that. She'll automatically make the back-end call to our system to unsubscribe from the texting and from everything and mark it as do not call. So we've already got this stuff handled. So you don't have any of this stuff going on. So it's, what we've done here, not only have we made it simple, but we've saved you a ton of money because, like I said, these other services out there, you could literally be spending $10,000 upfront, getting someone to write your prompts, getting your account set up, all of that. Plus you got all these setup fees, plus monthly fees, plus usage fees. What we did here was literally just added it to our platform. Okay. If you're an existing subscriber of Networker Central, Aiyva's been added in there free. Okay. You need to be a premier subscriber, but as long as you're at the premier subscriber level, Aiyva's included. You can literally use it. It even comes with free credits to get using it. After that, you can buy credits for any connected call, whether it's a live connection or a voicemail. You'll pay 1 credit for the connection and for the first minute, and then it's an additional credit for each minute afterwards. So somebody's knocking at my door behind me. Hopefully they go away. So anyway, that's what the credits, but it's very inexpensive. You can buy credits for as little as 7 cents per credit. And a lot of calls don't even connect, right? There's no answer. You're not getting billed for that. So it's only on connected calls. And usually, Aiyva can qualify, like we saw in those examples, in an under 2-minute call. You've got a really good qualified qualified lead. So anyway, like I said, this new feature is available free for everybody on the Premier subscription, and we'll cover this at the end. I mean, I'm not at the end of this video going to try to sell you some $10,000 package. I mean, this is literally, you can, even if you're just on here for the first time, you can sign up for Networker Central for free. It's a completely free trial. You get all of this, and you get to play with the AI for free. Okay, so pretty cool. Like I said, Network Central is more than this, right? This AI component is huge. It's really making recruiting fun again. That that you're using an AI virtual assistant following up with your leads. Actually, we didn't even show it in the demo, but it's cool when prospects actually detect it, right? Most people don't even detect that it is AI, but when they do, and they're like, "Is this artificial intelligence, or are you a real person?" She's got a great response for that. It's like, "No, my name's Aiyva. I'm an AI virtual assistant. I work on behalf of Dennis and his entire team. And if you decide to join us, I can work for you as well." So it's actually a really cool selling feature. So I did mention this earlier. I want to just touch on it really briefly. I know most of you on here are entrepreneurs. I'm not trying to lure you away from your current business. Networker Central is just a great platform if you want to use it for running and growing and duplicating your business. But if you are open to a secondary income stream, Networker Central is lucrative. We pay out 45% of the total revenue coming in from the subscriptions back out through our compensation structure. It is an affiliate program, much like Amazon. There's no auto ships. There's no monthly requirements. There's no business volume, product volume, all that crap. It's just real affiliate program. We take a percentage of the revenue brought in. Same thing. There's none of this building teams and looking after your downline. Literally just refer people to Networker Central. Our team will take it from there, and you'll earn a commission, not only for that initial referral, but literally for life. Okay. The way the program works, we pay out 25% on your first level direct referrals. So anybody that you personally refer, you can earn 25%, and then 10% on level 2. So anyone that they refer. If you attain the rank of super affiliate, which we recommend, that'll give you an opportunity to tap into an affinity bonus that'll pay out an additional 10% from levels 3 all the way down infinite levels until another super affiliate's reached in that lineage. So it's super lucrative. We've been paying out some really high commissions on this. They said I've got a couple of people here with one referral that have they're earning over $1,000 a month now with one referral. We've got quite a few people making a lot more than that, but they are usually super affiliates, and that's what I'd recommend you get to. It's not hard. If you just focused on getting 25 people referred to the platform, you become super affiliate. And from there, I mean, if you have 25, some of those people are going to duplicate, some aren't. But over time, somewhere in that organization, you're going to have at least 100 people. And just with that, 100 people in your organization, anywhere, you're earning over $8,000 a year just on that. So imagine if it grew to 1,000. I mean, that's 80,000 a year. Maybe you have 10,000. There's many people in the direct sales industry that have more than 10,000, if not more than 100,000 people in their organizations. So you can just do the math and see what's truly possible here. And especially now too, it's not one little niche. You're not just selling a particular pill or a particular thing. You've now got AI voice software, full solution business software for under $49 a month, right? And it's available to anybody, right? As we move into these other verticals now, you're not limited to this little slice here. Any business owner, and you're interacting with business owners every day. So, just show them an example of one of the voice calls for a particular industry that they're in, and they'll be like, holy, how can I get that to work for my business as well? You just refer them over, shoot them your link to Networker Central, invite them out to one of our presentations. We have a 14-day free trial, so it's completely no risk. But here it is. If you were invited here today, here's my hard sell. If you were invited here, get back with the person and get their affiliate link, okay? And then click through to networkercentral.com. You just click the start a free trial button. You're going to see two options. We got a pro plan and a premier plan. It's 29 or 49 a month. But if you go on the annual savings plan, you can get that down to $24.95 or $39.95 monthly is what it would be annualized at. As well, we do have a promotion. It's not running for much longer, but right now, if you are in the direct sales industry, we've got a coupon here for $100 in free leads that you can use towards building your business. So make sure to take advantage of that before it's gone. So anyway, I want to kind of wrap this up and open it up for questions. So I'm going to bring Heidi back on here. If you have any questions, we've got a bunch in here. Heidi will read, but if you haven't, just click into the Q&A button and drop it into the box, and we'll try to handle this as well. Again, try to refrain from customer service questions. If you got something specific to your account, just go to support@responsivedata.com, shoot them an email, or form a ticket, and they'll reach back to you tomorrow. But anything on the software, Heidi, reach out.
Okay, first of all, you were cutting out a bit, so I was just about to come on, but you would come back, so your
Sorry
internet
about that.
has to be fixed. Okay, traffic. When I buy clicks from Networker Central on average, when I buy 100 clicks for traffic, how many landing page opt-ins do I get? Is that a guesstimate or is that guaranteed?
Well, with clicks, there's not a guarantee because depending on where we send them, it really does vary. We've got some prospects have nice, compelling landing pages, like that example I showed you, AI-driven business opportunity, name, email, phone. Something like that seems to convert around 25 to 30%. So with 100 visitors to that page, you would get 25 to 30 opt-ins. Now, I've got other people that have basically they've got a longer video on the front and they want people to watch a 7-minute video before they opt in. Well, if you do that, obviously you're restricting more. You're getting a higher quality prospect, but you might get numbers closer to 10%. And then on the extreme side, drop the phone. If you're giving away a lead magnet, you got something, you just want to add them to the list. Name and email campaigns can do as high as 50% click to lead. But it is, don't judge it on 100 clicks because you got two people, I've seen it, the two people running the exact same campaign, and this guy gets a 42% click to lead, this guy gets a 36%, and they're all, that's not going to give you a numerical average, okay? Over 5,000 clicks now, over time, those numbers will even out. But that's like flipping, heads and tails. I mean, this doesn't work out 50-50 every time.
Okay, what are the benefits of buying real-time redirected leads? Are they worth the extra money? If so, why? How does the guarantee work if one or more are invalid?
So we do have leads and traffic. So what I would recommend is if you have your own custom sales funnel, you definitely want to drive traffic through it because the traffic will generate a fully exclusive lead that knows about you. So if your ad is about revenue producers and you're the person in the video and you're the person they're scheduling a point with, and then you call them, you're going to do really well, right? But if you don't have a sales funnel, that's where leads come in. They come through a generic page just about working from home. And then we take that lead and it sells to usually just you and one other person in another company. It could sell 3 times, but it's rare. Okay. So you're already kind of at a disadvantage with leads because you're competing against the other person that's giving them a call. Now, whoever asked this question asked about redirected leads. That'll give you the edge. So now you've got a lead, it's generic, but it can redirect to your video or wherever you're going. Now, don't just send it to your corporate website. That's not going to do anything. But if you have a powerful video, that would be something to do. But yeah, redirected leads are good, especially because the coupon could apply to any package of leads of 50 or more. So I do see a lot of people using them for that. That's great. You can't use them for traffic. But yes, with leads, there also is a guarantee. Unlike traffic, where it's just clicks, we can't guarantee anything. With leads, if it's a invalid phone number, disconnected number, fake information, wrong person when you dial, you can just click a link in the back office, report it, and that lead will get replaced.
Okay. And you stated last week and this week, we can run several programs from one subscription using multiple subdomains. Are there any exemptions to this in any way, or any program or opportunity that cannot do, or I cannot do that with?
Well, you kind of opened me up to just admit to everything. If you read our terms and conditions, you'll see that no, you can't promote to pornography, child, whatever. You can't do like completely illegitimate scams. So, yes, as long as you're promoting something legitimate that fits within the rules, absolutely. I mean, I've got accounts here that promote real estate, they promote business opportunity, they promote, you can do multiple things from one account, but you have to promote legitimate things. And come on, use your common sense.
Okay, the mobile app. I saw that it seemed I could not do 20+% of my stuff on the app, like creating new emails or templates. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you can't do
The
that.
mobile app is a lighter version that's meant for day-to-day prospecting. If you want to build a sales funnel and upload videos and do all this stuff, do that from the desktop device. Once you have it all set up, day-to-day prospecting from the mobile phone is a breeze. But yeah, you're going to need to go in there if you want to build a 700 letter autoresponder campaign and a 17 page click sales funnel. You have to do that from the full version. But can you do it from your phone? Actually, you can in most cases. So you don't have to go through the mobile app. If you are, you're stuck at the airport, you just got your iPad and you want to edit some email autoresponders, you can log in with an iPad or an iPhone and you can do virtually everything, but it's not that easy to do, right? I wouldn't suggest building a website from there.
Okay, and how long will it be before Aiyva will be able to close prospects and or help them join?
Well, again, we're looking at creative ways to do this. Right now, we're focusing on generic campaigns. So if there's a way that we could phrase a campaign that worked in a generic nature to take someone back through to make a conversion, we would do that. So we're open to ideas. If someone's got some great ideas there, right now we're still kind of focusing on the front end, the lead gen, getting them through scheduling an appointment. That's our focus right now. But I'm sure there is a way that we can have Aiyva close as well. But to really close on your specific business opportunity, that may involve having a custom campaign. And we will have custom campaigns at some time, but it is a ways out. And unfortunately, when you start doing custom campaigns and you want to control the scripting and messaging and all of that, that would now require you to go through that verification process to get your own phone numbers. So just keep that in mind. I know a lot of people want custom stuff, but that now opens you up to a higher level of service. You have to get your own phone numbers and everything because now you're the one writing the script.
Okay. This is one about Aiyva. I get a lot of unsuccessful results for the Aiyva in action calls. Is there a way that Aiyva can automatically send a text message to let the person know that Aiyva was following up on the form that they filled out for Aiyva to call them?
So maybe I don't understand the question. I know the new Aiyva in action form. Actually, we should show that before we leave. It's a cool page. Here, you know what? I'm going to bring it up while we're talking.
So is there a way that Aiyva can automatically send a text message to let the person know that Aiyva was following up on the form that they filled out for Aiyva to call them?
Not at the moment, but it is something we're looking at right now. We're testing some different functionalities for, we call it like rescheduling. So what you want to happen, if it doesn't connect or it hits a voicemail, do you want to reschedule a call for maybe 10 minutes later, or do you want to send a text or send a voicemail? So we are testing functionalities right now to do that. So just stay tuned. Soon that will be available because I think it is important. I think like right off the bat, if they went to voicemail or they didn't realize that that was you calling, it's not calling back right away. You can go in and reinitiate it from the CRM. You can definitely initiate a redial. But yeah, it would be cool if we could send the text message and leave a voicemail. And those are things we're looking at doing. But since we brought it up, if you haven't seen this already, this is the new Aiyva in Action landing page here. We developed last week and announced last week. Cool page. It's again, this one's geared towards network marketing, but yeah, someone can listen to a sample call and actually see Aiyva in action. And Aiyva will call, and she's very well trained. There's an entire knowledge base. You can ask her anything about Networker Central, prices, the difference in the tiers, how it'll benefit their business. She's amazing. And in the end, she will text the prospect a link with your affiliate ID. I'm going to, we just kind of announced this on a call last week. We didn't even send an email out yet to the entire field. We still have to do that. But I bet people are going to become super affiliates in a day promoting this, just having Aiyva close their sales. So yeah, this page, if you haven't seen it, definitely get in there and try this page. Have it call you so you can ask it some questions as well. So I think this is a game changer.
Okay, somebody said, great call. And do you create the landing page that fits my opportunity?
Yes, that would be fantastic. We're hoping to come up with more and more templates and some more training videos on that, but not yet. If you do need help building a landing page, there's independent contractors on Fiverr that can help you out. If you do have a large team though, and you've got I don't know, you got 25, 50 or more people on Networker Central, reach out to our support team and maybe we can give you some resources as well. But yeah, really cool. We are working on more training videos too. I don't know if you saw it, but there is a new training video that goes through the entire process on how to set up your voice assistant. So that's in the voice assistant area. You'll see a link for a training video. It's also in our main training videos. So that's in there as well. And we are working on more detailed training videos to help you build websites because that does seem to be a sticky point. But not all of us are designers. I'm going to be honest. Not all of us are designers. I'm not. And I hire people to do stuff every once in a while. And, it's pretty inexpensive these days to get someone to give you a hand with using a website builder. So I'd suggest that.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the next question because it's about a different system. So if that person can leave their name and number, I can get after this call. We can get to you after. And there's another question. It costs 7 cents for Aiyva calls per minute. What are the costs, if any, for SMS?
So there's no cost for SMS. What we've done, instead of doing billing per minute and all that stuff, we just bundled it into what we call the credit. And we figured out what on average it would cost. So one credit is for initiated, like a call. It can be a live call or a voicemail. It'll be 1 credit, and then every minute over that, so if it's a 3-minute call, it's going to be 3 credits. And that includes calendar integration and sending text messages, even sending multiple text messages. It's all bundled into the credit, so no extra fee.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody. I appreciate you getting on here. We're getting more and more